So I decided to come back to Nigeria, but it was a tug of war. I lost billions of naira to developers and to Omoniles especially.
So today we are right here at downtown Lagos. This is not just anyhow commercial city. This is an outstanding commercial city, just like we have downtown Dubai, just like we have downtown Toronto. Come with me so you can hear from the amazing person, the brain behind this project. Let's go. This is Dr. Endurance, CEO of Aceroyal Estates. Yes, so he's the brain behind the downtown Lagos you've been hearing about. I'm going to be asking him a lot of questions about this amazing project. Also, he's the same developer of the Legacy Garden that trended in 2024. Also, the amazing hotel residence project, Paragon. Now, this is not just a developer that is starting, has a good track record. It means that this is the best project you should key into. Now, Dr. Endurance, I want to ask, what's the vision behind this project?
I'll tell you, I think it was born out of 5 cities I've traveled to: Singapore, Dubai, Qatar, and the UK, Oxford Street in the UK,
okay,
and South Africa, V&A, and Joburg, Santin. I saw that Nigeria doesn't even have something of such.
Okay.
These are economic or business communities that are open for 24/7 shopping.
Okay.
So there are not places where you go to buy your basic home needs, but where you go, shopping is therapy. So there's a way you'll be stressed. You just want to spend your money, so you'll be motivated. I've asked that question severally, that if you really want to have luxury shopping, or we want brands, top brands, like Gucci, Versace, Hermes, and the like, and Zara and H&M to open their flagship stores in Nigeria. Okay. Apart from the malls, where can they establish a building just like in the UK, Westfield? I think Zara, their shopping center in Westfield is like 3 floors. There are escalators, there are lifts for you to shop one end to the other.
Wow.
Kids section, female section, and the male sections. And it's the same thing too in Singapore. So there's nothing of such in Nigeria, where you just are going from floor to shop. So I decided that no need to complain, no need to ask questions. I have the opportunity. We can create an enabling environment for people to do these things, where people can build a complex, where people can build a shopping center, where people can build a mall and just lease it out, or do something, or have a franchise also.
Wow. What problem are you solving with downtown Lagos?
Okay, first of all, I've been stranded severally in Nigeria. I need something. Maybe I have a meeting in the morning. I want to buy a suit, a designer suit to wear for a very important meeting, and I forgot.
Wow.
And it's 11 p.m., 12 a.m. at night. I don't know anywhere. There's nowhere in Lagos that I personally know that I can go to shop by 1 a.m.
Okay.
All the supermarkets and shops that even tried to meet up, they closed. So the first problem we're solving is a 24/7 shopping center. And you know what that means? There needs to be maximum adequate 24/7 security, 24/7 power supply, and every other thing. And traffic, 24/7 traffic too. Because you can't keep your space open for 24 hours when people don't come then to shop for 24 hours.
Oh, wow.
So I've shopped by 3 a.m., 4 a.m. around the world. So why can't we do that in Nigeria?
Wow. What that means is that stores like Zara, shopping malls, even banks
can be open 24/7. Our
right
first station that will be in this place will be open around 24/7.
Wow.
So the first thing we are solving is security and power supply.
Security and power supply. That's one of the major issues Nigeria is actually facing. Yeah. So solving that issue, downtown Lagos is solving that issue. That's amazing. Yeah. What are the challenges you are facing right now on the site? Because I can see trucks right here coming in, sand filling. So just tell me, what are the challenges you faced on this project? Because I believe it's costing you a lot of money.
Yeah, like every business, first of all, we're doing business in Nigeria. So the terrain comes with its own unique challenges. Then we're into construction too. and which comes with a whole lot of challenges. Some you get to see when you start soil investigation and the likes, while others you get to see when you move into sites. Part of the challenges is that, okay, this is the coastal road, which is a good thing, but every blessing comes with its own downside.
Exactly.
So now we have to take the level of this land right now to match up with the level of the coastal road, which is about a total of 4.5 meters. So we have to sand feed this land to the level of the road, which brings us one of our unique challenges that is slowing down work here. Most of the trucks are currently supplying sand to the construction of the coastal road. I'm happy about that, but it's slowing down my work. I work faster than this.
Yes,
so
yes,
it takes
I can
a
see
lot
that.
for me to be able to get our suppliers to bring in sand. They are bringing one truck, while at a Paragon, I get in up to 300, 400 trucks of sand in a day. But yes, sometimes I struggle. I pay extra to be able to get 50 trucks.
So
sometimes at 9, 11 p.m. we're still here trying to say, okay, you are done with the...
When you were doing the first project I jumped on, I believe there have been other projects both in Abuja, Ekpe, but the first project I jumped on, that's your project, which is Legacy Garden City at Ikorodu, Ogun State, part of Ikorodu. Like, it is amazing. I remembered when my client was telling me that, oh, before they're going to allocate me this my land, it's going to take 5 years. I mean, my first transaction in real estate, it was really... It took more than 2 years for that particular client to get allocated. But right here at Legacy Garden, that first project I jumped on, that he is the developer, do you believe that the allocation was done within 3 months? And if you go there, almost everything is fenced. No excuses. Like, it's rare. The funny part is that each client got their registered survey in their own name. It didn't just end there. They started the C of O process. Tell me, a lot of projects out there, before you're talking of C of O, it will take 20 years. But the C of O process for Legacy Garden City, an undeveloped axis, which is now developing because of Legacy Garden, C of O is out, and clients can do their C of O in their name. That is really amazing. Your work rate it should be studied, actually. So that is the reason we are not doubting downtown Lagos and what you've delivered so far for Eco Paragon. I want to ask you about this downtown Lagos now. So tell me, the soil testing, how far have you gone for the soil testing? Because because before projects, clients would want to maybe build banks, build hospitals. They'll put those things into consideration. So tell me more about the testing of the soil.
So I'll take you back to what you just said about our work level and everything.
Okay.
I used to hate real estate a lot because real estate came with a lot of, it was a tug of war, fighting, killings. You know, this is Nigeria. Even our fathers, our forefathers died as a result of fighting over land.
Yeah.
So it was something I used to avoid until I got the inspiration by the help of the Holy Spirit that is how to have control and build wealth. So I started to study. And what motivated me a lot to do things differently, because you will agree with me that we're doing things differently at
Exactly, everything.
Is that during the lockdown, I lived in Dubai for about a year. So it's actually inspired. It's what inspired my real estate drive. Then I decided to come back and replicate what I saw in Dubai, because Dubai thrives on real estate, technology, and tourism. They don't even put their oil and all of that out there. They are thriving more on real estate and tourism.
Yeah.
So I decided to come back to Nigeria, but it was a tug of war. I lost billions of naira in real estate.
Oh wow!
To developers, to developers and to Omoniles especially. Wow. And we had some other projects where the contractors would take money ×4 of the money and not even deliver on what they promised and all. That's why you see most of my projects, even though I have the best hands on ground, I don't give you breathing space.
You're always on the ground.
Like, how can you just come back from London and the first place you are going to? After I saw my baby, the first place I went to was Eco Paragon. To check everything they were doing, because for 2 weeks you can do all manners of things. So it was really a tug of war, and I lost money too. As a realtor, I lost money too, and my clients' money too, to some funny developers. So we are here to create the change, not just for our clients, But we are setting a standard that every other developer, you will be able to tell the scams.
Exactly.
Easily,
they won't thrive because of you are
anymore.
there. Yes.
So there's nobody now that would want to put a signboard and sell a land and not be developing it.
Exactly.
Because people are beginning to see that this is the way to do things.
This can be done, actually. This can be done. Yeah, so it was looking impossible before.
We are setting, that's what we did with Legacy, to make sure that no, this is not impossible. We can do these things.
Yes.
So how we would be able to phase out the scam, those who just want to cash out, is to make sure that we do the right thing and put it out there that this is how things should be done.
Yeah.
So you saw we did the sweat test. I don't think anybody has ever come out and said we are doing sweat tests before we are fencing the estates.
Oh my God.
So we are putting out there, so people should ask when you go and buy a building or anything, you should ask, where is the sweat test?
Where is the soil test? Exactly.
Where is your building approval?
Exactly.
Our fencing approval is going to be out by the end of this week.
Wow.
So we are not leaving, and we are going to put it out there not to spite anybody, but just to show you our audience out there that this is how things should be done. These are the things you should request it. Our search report was available for Legacy Garden City, and everything about Paragon is out there in public. You ask what's the title, we show you the CFO.
Exactly.
It's readily available.
I have several prospects who have said yes.
If you come to that and you ask, oh, you said this is a government allocation, where are the documents? We have it, and we show you this is what we have paid, this is what we are waiting for. These are the back documents to back it up and all of those things. So we are actually, our goal is to create a change that will make people trust in the Nigerian real estate market, because they are good ones among developers.
Exactly.
It's not everybody that is out to cash out.
Exactly.
Some of us are here to build a legacy.
Yes, with ethical profit.
I told somebody something. I said, I want to build downtown Lagos in a way that long before I am gone. In fact, I was telling somebody, I said, are you sure? If not for tradition, I think I should be buried at downtown, so that 200 years from now, they should come to this place and say, this is the man who built this city.
Yeah.
And people are doing it.
Wow,
and we are doing
that's
it.
Amazing.
Thank you.
So I want you to be specific. I know downtown Lagos is not for everybody, but it's for the 1% of the 1%. So I want you to be specific. Who are the people downtown Lagos is being built for? Like, who are the institutions, the individuals that needs to get at least an acre, like 300 square meters and above, right here in downtown Lagos? Okay,
just as I was driving to site, somebody reached out to me. The chat is still on my phone that they're interested. They love the vision. They're interested in buying 10,000 square meters. That's about 15 plots.
Wow.
We have had people who bought 2,000 square meters. We have had people who bought 6 plots. Some people 12 plots and the likes. When we say the 1% of the 1%, it's not by how much you have.
You have, not by how much you have.
You may decide to give us money for downtown and we will not take it from you. We have rejected people who came and said, oh, I want to buy 5 plots. We asked them, what do you want to do here? And when they told us what they want to do, it doesn't align with our vision. So we said, sorry, you don't fit into this project at the moment. So we are for the 1% of the 1% of visionary business people who can see into the future, especially for Nigerians in diaspora. Foreign direct investment is what we are trying to encourage. You have a retirement plan, you have a business, or you want to bring a flagship store, Subway, you want to talk about Domino's, so you want to talk about Subway,
franchise.
Any kind of franchise, mini-me whatsoever. You want to talk about those in the UK, you want to talk about H&M's and the likes, just think about it. Or you want your own brand. For example, as a developer, we're not just going to create access road and give electricity.
Exactly.
I'm the first person who will start building a private business in here, and we're building a massive hotel.
That's amazing. Like I said, Don't Find That is actually getting the headquarters here.
Yes, I heard that too.
Yes, you said earlier that you're filling it to the same height with the coastal road. So I want to ask if there is any expansion of what sort. Is it going to affect downtown Lagos? Okay,
by standard, you can see the coastal road has been paved, that work has gotten to the front of downtown.
Okay.
They're just giving us space so that we can move in some of our construction materials, so we don't have to wait and delay construction.
Okay.
But immediately after the coastal road, there will be drains, and there's a 20-meter setback by standard.
Oh, wow.
And if you look at 20 meters is just there, you'll see all the markings are there.
Okay, the markings are already there.
Yes, but beyond the 20-meter setback, so our property starts immediately after the government setback. But do you know what we did? We gave more than 120 meters extra.
Oh, you're so generous.
Which is we are going to use for greeneries and car park for visitors and the like. But why we did that is that even immediately after our fence, we had another about 40 meters in for our gatehouse.
Inside. More. Oh, wow.
So somebody asked me, said, why are you doing all of these things? I said, I am doing it because of future expansions. So even if at all that there's going to be the train station coming in whatsoever, it's going to affect the fencing. We'll just move the fencing
backwards
to the same line with our gatehouse.
Okay.
So we have enough space that can take several buildings.
Oh.
So I am leaving out about 2 hectares of land.
2 hectares. That's about 30 plots plus extra as setback.
That's what I'm using.
Oh my God, actually. This is amazing.
Because deliberately we bought that separately and said, okay, this is our setback. So 2 hectares of land.
Okay. Okay. So the last time you talked about an helipad being at downtown Lagos.
Yes.
Why an helipad? Like, this is a commercial city. What is an helipad?
So an helipad is not for paparazzi. It's a commercial city where we want billionaires to come and trade.
Okay.
And that's one. An helipad is a major means of transportation.
Okay. It's a necessity.
It's a necessity.
Okay.
For emergency evacuations,
okay,
earth emergencies and the like. And also, you live in VI, you live in Abuja, you can just up into downtown, do some shopping and get into. It's the lifestyle.
It's a lifestyle.
And I think basically construction and developers should always look at the future.
The future, not the now.
Because I was telling somebody, I said, there are many estates that people live in and that there cannot be a 5 minutes emergency evacuation. Because even if emergency vehicles, if available, your ambulances is available, for you to pass the gate, you have to call and get an access code and sign and all of that.
Time is going.
Time is going. So, but if there's an emergency and somebody needs to get to a major hospital, which probably, and we're also looking at maybe somebody buys here for an hospital.
Okay.
They can have an ambulance, an air ambulance that will shuttle patients from the comfort of their homes to this place to have. So I'm praying somebody who is visionary that wants to build a cancer center or something, or a private hospital should look at downtown and say,
amazing.
This is what I want.
Yeah, we really need all these projects right here. So I know this is a commercial city. So do you have any plans for, you know, an extension of residential activities right here?
So the only residential that will be allowed here is in form of commercial buildings. You can build apartments here. You can build hotels. Such apartments like we see around the world, that maybe the first floor is going to be for shopping, supermarkets and the like. Then the other floors will be for luxury, short-let residents, Airbnb, hotel apartments and the like. Majorly what we are promoting here is hotel apartments. But private residents are not welcome, because we want most, apart from the warehouses, most of the buildings should be majorly high rises. Majorly high rises. Yes, that's what we're encouraging.
So this is a sensitive question. You know, in I think around 2022 or 2023, thereabout, around that time, I can't remember, there was a building that collapsed in Ikoyi. So since then, I have had this phobia for high-rise buildings, but now I'm seeing myself staying there, going for vacation right there. So tell me, for those people, those institutions that are going to be building high-rise buildings, I believe you don't want downtown Lagos to have a bad name. Like, what are the things are you going to put in place to make sure that they are going through building standard for the high-rise buildings that is going to be right there?
So first thing, Madam Josiah Miracle, is that buildings should not be collapsing. A wise man once said that when building, I think there's even a law like that in Nigeria, that when buildings collapse, people should go to jail. because a gun can kill one person at a time. But when a building collapses, you can kill 200 people with just a single action.
2,000.
2,000, 3,000, 5,000 people with a single action.
Yeah.
So we have set the pace now by conducting, it's just fencing.
Okay.
We started to show you that we are doing the soil test to know the kind of foundations our fence should take.
Okay.
So don't come to downtown and think you will just bring anybody to come and build in downtown. We're not going to allow that.
Okay.
We are going to follow every standard practice from the books, from the letter A to Z of standard building practices.
Okay.
Buildings don't get to collapse in Dubai. Yet they have a more challenging environment than in Nigeria. It's because a lot of people compromise, which we don't do. First of all, it starts with your soil test. Then the kind of materials you use. There are about 16 different types of iron in the market in Nigeria. There's TMT, which is one of the best brands, and TMT has different types too in the market. Some persons go for the cheaper ones because they want lesser costs.
Cutting corners.
Such things. And the building that collapsed in Ikoyi, when the report came out, there is an engineering company, the consultant, that pulled out of the project because what you got approval for, what you did your foundation for, was a certain height, was a certain level. Then you decided out of greed to increase it beyond. So if God rest his soul, he was right, he was still alive, I think he should be in jail if the systems are working. So it starts from the very day the developer decides to have a vision and say, this is what we want to do.
This is what we want to do.
You can see what we are doing at downtown Lagos. We did about 16 points boring. We are making sure we are showing, like I said, this is the standard. People should ask questions. Investors should ask questions before they put their money into.
So this project, like you said, this project comes with a government allocation CFO directly at the coastal road.
You are standing at
the coastal road.
The distance between the coastal road and downtown is our setback.
It's just the setback.
Which is our land, yes.
Yes, which is question, sir, about downtown Lagos. So tell me, what offer are you going to be giving clients that are watching right now? Like in few minutes, just tell them if they are going to make their deposit between now till 30th of April, what offer are they going to be getting? Because our clients are going to be watching from YouTube, Instagram, every channels where this video is going to get to. The offers, this special offer they're going to be getting from Home Finder Nigeria if they key in from now till April 30th. This is an opportunity for you because right here you've heard from the CEO, you've heard from the brain behind the project. Now, sir.
So I don't like to talk about money. I love to talk about value.
Value.
You can see we share boundary.
Yes.
You can see with a major construction company and work is going on there. You can see all around.
Yes.
That's the Dangote refinery road.
Yes.
That is also concrete.
Yeah.
See vehicle, see movement. This is not a forest. Dangote refinery is over there. Alaron City has a road. This is just Amen Estates. Jennifer's Garden is just we share boundary from the back.
From the back.
Yes. Jennifer's Garden.
Yeah.
And we're standing right on the coastal road.
On the coastal road.
So this is what we are giving to them first.
The airport is right there. Okay.
So that's the first thing we are giving to them.
That's the first thing, okay.
Massive value.
Massive value.
Appreciating very fast. Let me tell your investors a little secret.
Okay.
You can see this is the stone base for the coastal road they are doing now.
Okay.
They will soon get to the point where they have to do the concrete casting. Okay. Once that is done, do you know what will happen to downtown Lagos?
What will happen?
Just guess.
I'm not good at guessing.
The price of downtown Lagos is going to increase drastically.
Exactly.
Because then it will not be a vision anymore.
Okay.
It's going to be that this is the coastal road that has been done up to this point.
Yeah.
And all of that. So, but nevertheless, we can always add, they should reach out to you.
Okay, that's amazing. So now we are still, the pre-launch price is still at 47 million naira. That's for the 500 square meter and a discounted rate of 85 million naira for 1,000 square meter. That's 2 plots. Do you know the good thing? You don't just need to carry that bulk money and drop.
Yeah.
6 months plan, interest free. You make an initial deposit of just 5 million naira per plot and spread balance for 6 months. There is nowhere you can get this type of offer. Yes, that is what Dr. Endurance has given to us. He has given us an offer. All these amazing projects where it is cited is the first offer. The second offer is that you don't need to break the bank to get started. With an initial deposit of 5 million naira only, you get started, and spread balance 6 months, no interest, 12 months with a little interest, nothing more. Now, Dr. Endurance, thank you so much. But before we close the session, I want you to say something about the Paragon, because I'm managing multiple client shortlets here in Lagos. It is not easy. Like, I mean, we clean our clients' shortlets for like once in 3 days or 2 days, because we can't be going there. The facilities are not available. We're spending money on fuel, this, and the expenses is too much. But at Paragon, Dr. Endurance and his team at Aceroyal has made shortlet very easy. I mean, you have everything you're going to be getting in Transcorp Hilton. You have everything you're going to be getting in a hotel, in Delbrog, in all the big hotels, the 5-star hotel, whether Pullman hotel, concierge services, room meal services, 5-star restaurant, 247 a la carte, a lot of amazing facilities right at Paragon. It means that your shortlet is going to be booked like an hotel. January to December, nothing like peak periods of November, December, January, because I'm really facing a lot managing client shortlet built in residential zone. So tell us about this Paragon. Like, why did you decide to go the different routes of solving the shortlet problem we have here in Nigeria?
Okay, at Aceroyal, what we do basically is solve problems, real life problems. So I travel a lot. I like shortlets more than hotels because one, it's always affordable compared to high-end standard hotels. Number two is that you have your buffet breakfast, a la carte, you have your home service, you get your home cleaned several times a day. So these services is why I don't actually like shortlet. But shortlet is better, it's more family friendly.
Yes.
For example, I have a nanny, I have to travel with the nanny. I can't pay that high funds that will pay per room per night in hotels. But if I get a shortlet, sometimes they come with 3 bedroom and a big queue. So I have a total package for everyone, assistants, nannying, and all of that, baby, and all of that. So we decided to say, okay, what can we do? I've seen this. This is not new. I've seen this outside Nigeria. I've seen it in the UK. I've seen it, especially in Rwanda. There's an hotel residence in Rwanda, which I stayed. I loved it. It is shortlet, 3 bedrooms, but I had people coming every day to clean. There was forgotten the name of the place right now. There was a buffet breakfast, which was inclusive. There was a la carte 3 times, and they had their lounge where we could go relax and all, their pool and everything. So I was like, this is different from what we do in Nigeria, where you have to, and booking too. For example, I can walk into an hotel and say I need a room, but you can't walk into any shortlet in Nigeria and say I need a place to stay. Unplanned. You have to book ahead, and you don't even know if what you're booking online is what you're getting.
Exactly.
Online management system. Presence. So for security too, I'm not sure I'm safe. I'm not sure this place is a safe place. I'm not sure they don't have cameras, hidden cameras to capture. So all of that, hotels keep thriving
than shortlet.
So now we looked at all of those problems and said, you know what? On the side of the patronage clients, let us solve this problem. With Paragon. Then on the side of the clients, the investors too. What are the challenges shortlet investors have? Damaged materials that the 50,000 naira caution fee is not going to be able to cover when patrons are not satisfied.
People will leave without you knowing. They will check out.
They see spoon, they see PS5, they damage your TVs, remote, everything, because you are not present to checkmate all of that. So we decided that, okay, we're solving that problem. So I tell people, if you have plans to own a home that you can use for short lets while you are away from Nigeria without the headache. Because a lot of persons are tired and say, you know what, I'm done with this, just lock up the place. They are losing money. Massive investment, the returns are enormous, but they are losing money because of poor management and the like. So we say we take the headache away from you. Don't panic. You don't have to bother about anything. Just when somebody uses your card to swipe on the door and checks into your home daily, you start earning.
Wow, that's
and
amazing.
The hotel management company takes a percentage for security, to replace every damaged items, to pay the service charge. They don't have to be calling you that, oh, fuel has finished or the AC is not working.
The AC is not working.
The hotel management company, not Aceroyal, the hotel management company that we are going to hand over to is going to handle all of that.
Wow, this is amazing.
You'll just see that how many people checked into your apartments for the year and you get paid and all of that.
Okay. Wow, this is amazing. Wow, this is, thank you so much.
Let me give a little secret.
Yeah.
For Marriott, for Hilton, for Radisson, and the likes, most of these hotel franchises are not owned by one man.
Yeah.
So you shouldn't be waiting until you have the whole money to build an hotel.
Exactly.
You can start by owning an hotel room
in a Paragon
apartment at a Paragon.
Yes, exactly. Thank you so much. And there is something you're not getting. There is something you didn't notice. MD Aceroyal Estate, Dr. Endurance, is key at collaboration. If you look at the Paragon project, you can see that he collaborated with a construction firm, and I just heard something now. He said an hotel management, company differently. It means that he is very key at collaboration, not just only me. And that's what makes projects very fast. It's not like I want to eat alone, I want to get everything alone. That is the secret of moving fast. And he's setting a pace that, yes, we can get all this done very fast when we collaborate with others. Thank you so much, Dr. Endurance. I'm really grateful for this section. Oh, this is all for now.
I'm always available for
You've heard everything you need to hear. We'll still bring you updates on downtown Lagos. But as you're watching this, I can get you an offer. This is a secret. I can get you an offer when you make an outright payment. I mean a one-off payment with an initial deposit of 5 million naira. Remember, you can make deposits and spread balance for 6 months or 12 months at no extra cost. Just call the number showing on your screen to get started. I look forward to your call.